Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your second and final video blog of the night for Saturday, May 14th, 2016, around 7:12 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's been mixing sun and clouds today, highs in the 70s, and it's supposed to have some rain showers tonight. The week ahead's going to be average temperatures, not too cold, not too hot. No 80s into maybe next weekend. That's being a little bit optimistic. It's 7 days away. A lot could change. Some news to report. The Boston Red Sox beat the Houston Astros by the score of 6-5 in 11 innings. And Big Papi got his 600th career double. He's only the third player in Major League Baseball history to have 500 home runs and 600 doubles. The other two are Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron. And it's Happy Miniature Golf Day. So play miniature golf. It's popular across the country. That's about it on news. My second and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is the former ECW valet, Francine, the Queen of Extreme. Francine was in ECW for about 7 years, from 1995 through 2001. She was known to manage the Pit Bulls and franchise St. Douglas, among others. Francine was born in Delaware. Her real name is Francine Fortier, and she is of French-Canadian descent, and she's Catholic, and she did not grow up a wrestling fan. She went to Catholic school, and she started working in the insurance business as a data processing clerk. Then she saw an ad on television for a wrestling school, which was run by former ECW wrestler J.T. Smith, who was part of the FBI in ECW back in the mid-90s. J.T. Smith was a local Philadelphia wrestler who was African-American, and he was part of the full-blooded Italians, but that's another story for another day. And J.T. Smith trained Francine. She wrestled a couple of times on independent circuits around like the Philadelphia area as Miss Montgomery, until she was discovered by Paul Heyman, the owner of Extreme Championship Wrestling. And Francine came to ECW in the summer of 1995. She was managed by Stevie Richards. Francine was a fan, and she had a crush on Stevie Richards, but Stevie Richards was part of the Flock, which included Raven and the Blue Meanie and the Dudley Boys, among others back then, and Beulah McGillicuddy. And like Raven and Beulah McGillicuddy was jealous of Francine. Francine got mad at Beulah McGillicuddy one time at the ECW and they had a cat fight, and Stevie Richards attacked Francine, and Francine was then aligned with the Pit Bulls, Pitbull number 1 and Pitbull number 2, and they had a feud between the Pit Bulls and Raven and Stevie Richards over the ECW World Tag Team titles, and then Francine and Beulah get into catfight. Eventually, Francine beats Stevie Richards in like a mixed 6-man tag team match when Stevie Richards recruited the Eliminators, Perry Saturn and John Cronus, and she gave a powerbomb to Stevie Richards through the table. Francine wore kind of a dominatrix outfit, with like heels, and she had like fishnets. She was with the Pitbulls until July of 1996 in a fatal four-way match for the ECW TV title. It was Chris Jericho versus Shane Douglas versus Two Cold Scorpio versus Pitbull number 2, and Francine threw powder at Pitbull number 2's face after Shane Douglas belly-to-belly suplexed her, and then Francine revealed she was with the franchise, and this was also the infamous when Shane Douglas gave the DDT to Pitbull number 1, legitimately breaking his neck because he missed it. He fell awkwardly, and then Francine becomes evil. She was with the franchise for 2.5 years. She also managed Chris Candido and Brian Lee and Bam Bam Bigelow to Triple Threat, and fans hated her. She says she's got herpes, she's a crack whore. There were Francine t-shirts, Francine 469, I just licked your ass. I had that t-shirt for many, many years. Francine also took a lot of bumps. She actually fractured a pelvis legitimately when she got slammed by Bam Bam Bigelow in 1997. When Shane Douglas left ECW due to a money dispute, Francine was paired with Tommy Dreamer for about a year. Then Francine turned on Tommy Dreamer when he won the ECW World title and joined Just Incredible, and she was with Just Incredible for the rest of her ECW run until the company went bankrupt. And then Francine wrestled for a few independents, then in TNA for about a couple of months, but she developed a bad attitude and she wasn't welcome back. Then she managed mainly in smaller promotions. She just had somewhat of a reputation at TNA or WWE did not want to take her on because of backstage stuff. She actually made an appearance at the One Night Stand in 2005, and she got into a catfight with Beulah McGillicuddy as well. Catfight. She signed with the ECW brand in 2006, but she only lasted a few months. She just had kind of a poor attitude backstage. Many of the ECW divas and WWE divas just didn't really like her attitude. She was released in October of 2006, and she announced her retirement from the world of professional wrestling. She and Missy Hyatt started a website for divas fantasies, some website where they were showing soft porn photos. Francine's basically has made a couple of appearances via tape messages, in 2009 for an ECW reunion, and 2010 for TNA's Hardcore Justice, which was an ECW reunion show. Francine's now married. She has 2 kids. Her long hair is now gone. She has shorter hair. Francine was a very, very great valet in ECW. It was too bad she didn't get a fair chance in WWE or WCW, but I think with her backstage, especially when ECW folded, that she was known as a prima donna and a total diva. That's why many of former ECW or WWE divas said she was difficult to work with after ECW folded, which was such a shame because Francine kind of had that look that could have made a lot of money for her in the world of professional wrestling, because she had that talent as a bitchy heel and an evil woman. But those things happen, and that's about it on her. That's about it on these video blogs. Tomorrow the 3 video blogs are coming back. First video blog will be the start of my reviews of every Starrcade in WCW and NWA history. I'm going to start with the very first one. It will be Starcade 83 from Greensboro, North Carolina. A Flair for the Gold. Second video blog will be about the former sports digital over-the-air cable network and Universal Sports. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about the late great actor Leonard Nimoy. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Rosenberg of the WCCO accent has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart so stunning, she's the best. Amy Swansea so awesome. And Linda Church of WPIX 11 is so stunning, and she's got nice legs. And in the words of Dee Patel, last week no bus, and see ya later.